So whether you're sending your kids back to school or not this September, it's always just good to get them back into a routine. And we have Sleep Queen. That's a title. Amanda Jewson on the show with some tips on how to get an all-important restful sleep. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning. How are you?
Awesome. Did you get a good sleep last night?
Always, every night.
Do you? Okay. You have a couple kids too, don't you?
I do. I have two girls. I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Okay. I have 3 kids, and that we're at this stage now because with summer vacation they get to stay up a little bit later and routines get all over the place, and we're really trying to figure out how to get back into that school routine. What are some tips for parents for their kids?
Yeah, so everyone's asking this question right now, and it's a really good one. So the first thing first, get outside, okay? Go run outside. Our bodies actually need a certain amount of sunlight and outdoor time in order to fall asleep at night and literally to tire our bodies out. So get the kids outside. For grown-ups, you get outside too. Go for a walk. The inverse of that is actually reducing the amount of light exposure before you go to bed. There's going to be a theme of light here today, by the way. And so that means reducing screens, phones, tablets, and computers before you go to bed, okay? Why? Well, there's blue light in these tablets and in our devices, and blue light literally tells our brain, okay, it's time to be awake, the sun is out, let's not produce melatonin. When we don't produce melatonin, we don't feel as tired, we have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. And if that's hard to do, try to invest into some blue blocking glasses. These are actually my personal prescription, but you can get them without it. And it reduces the amount of blue light our body is experiencing, and we seem to have better sleep. The research is still early here, but it's worth trying.
Okay. When it comes, so that's one thing. Actually, don't let the kids be watching their tablets or anything when they're going to bed. What about a light on in the room, in the kids' room? Do you suggest because like a night light or even the lights on? Just because I don't know, my middle child Gabe is a little bit scared of the dark, and he likes to have a light on all the time. Any issues with that?
I don't have an issue with the night light. We just want to make sure it's sleep safe. So something that's red, orange, yellow, nice and soft is perfect for a night light. Totally appropriate.
Okay. You have a few something in front of you there. Is that omega-3s?
I do, yeah. So when we're talking about getting back into the routine, we literally have to get back into the routine. So for your kiddos, something that you're probably already doing, a little bath, jammies, a book, and for bed. But grown-ups are constantly asking me, what's my routine? So I always recommend a nice shower, reduce your light exposure, and then think about what supplements you're taking before bed. So both of these, you can get these at healthyplanet.ca, super easy. This is magnesium. This is omega-3. Now, both have been demonstrated to help sleep overnight, but I love the omega-3s because not only is it okay for kids and grown-ups, but it reduces the amount of time it takes you to fall asleep, and it also reduces the amount of night wakings you're having. So you're going to feel really good and refreshed after these supplements. I love the omega-3s especially.
Let's get back to the kids quickly, because what do you find that you hear from parents about issues with getting their kids to sleep? Like we have, again, the middle one, he's up at all hours of the night, but at least he's in his room, in his bed. Is that what you encourage? Like what's the best way to go about it, a kid that doesn't sleep?
Oh, this is a very deep, layered question. But there are so many parents who feel differently about sleep. Now, there are families who have that where everyone kind of shares a bed and everyone sleeps well. There are parents who prefer that their child sleep alone. I'm a big fan of whatever works for your family and the way that everyone is sleeping.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't want to be co-sleeping, but if it helps out, you don't want to get into the routine, but if it does help out to get that night's sleep and get back into that routine is important. What's that light right beside you there? That light you have right there?
This is the most amazing thing I could have ever recommended in my whole life. This is actually the Philips Smart Sleep and Wake Light. I have been using this personally for 4 years. And, speaking about all the light, this is great for grown-ups. It's great for kids. It emulates the sunlight. So it does a sunlight simulation in the morning, and it catches you in the lightest part of your sleep, allowing you to wake up feeling really refreshed and alert. So Annette was talking about not being able to wake up in the morning. She should totally invest in this.
Yes.
On the
I love you were watching the show, and you could give a dig to Annette because she has no problem sleeping, but she has a problem waking up. Thank you, Sleep Queen. Amanda Jewson, some great tips for you.
Thanks, Amanda.
Annette says thank you, too. We'll be back on Morning Live after this.